Okay, good morning. Let's start with opening the way. Come to your wuji position. Feet fairly close together or underneath the hips. Arms gently relaxed at the sides of the body. And let's just come from where we are at the moment, test to see what it's like to be in your body. And so bring the chin just very gently towards the chest. Pause. Then bringing the head upright. Then looking up towards the ceiling. Pause. Looking forwards. Looking to the left. And just going as far as you can comfortably go, getting a sense of your range of movement available to you at the moment. Looking forwards. Looking over to your right. Pause. Looking forwards. Then tuck the chin towards the chest and rotate the head slowly and gently around. Go one way. And then go from the other way. The chin tucked down towards the chest. And then looking upright. Turning the body from the lower back. Pause. Come forward. Switch the hands round to the other way. Turn. Pause. Looking forwards. Coming up to the middle area of the back. The ribs and the thoracic cage. Turn. Look into the side or a little behind you, wherever you can comfortably go to. Not straining, but just go into your natural range of movement. Good. Let's go the other way. When you make these movements, you may find that one side is freer than the other side. And that's okay. At the moment, we're just making these gentle movements to get a sense of what the body's like right now. Now from here, gently pressing the palms down towards ground, fingers interlocked. Coming up above the head for that first Dao Yin exercise. And now turning to the side. Just being careful not to twist the knees, but turning from the whole of the spine. Pause. Come into the front. Pause. Turn into the other side. Pause. Come into the front. And then bring your arms down on the breath out. Now this time, when you make the movement chin towards the chest, just see if you can feel that first place of resistance. If we move the chin intentionally to touch the chest, the chances are you're going to bring it all the way down to the chest or close to the chest. But if you move very gently, very slowly, and get a sense, a feeling, a felt sense of the muscles in the spine, and come to that place where you feel the first resistance, not necessarily your maximum range of movement, but that place of first resistance. And pause there. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. And allow then the chin and the neck to relax, the head relax. So the chin now comes towards the chest. Breathe in as you bring the head up, looking forwards. This time, turn the head to the left, just very slowly, very gently, feeling that first place of resistance. May not be as far as you can go. but it's the place where the muscles and the tendons, fascia, nerves first resist. Pause, breathe, make sure the rest of your body's relaxed and loose, knees off lock. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then turning the head a little bit further. Maybe there's more range of movement than when you first moved as well. If you need to swallow, swallow. It's a good sign that things are moving and changing and resetting in the body. Come to face forwards, and now turn to face the other way. But as you turn the head, remember, slow, gentle, smooth movement. Just feeling for that first place of resistance. For me, I can feel a small amount from the muscles coming down from the back of the occiput down through into the sternocleidomastoid. Now pause, now breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. All the time, maintain that gentle felt sense and awareness. Then turning the head a little further. Good, pause, and then come to the front. Good. Now from here, hands are going to come down into the belly area. You're going to have one hand behind, one hand forward, or both hands over the belly area, the dantian, just below the belly. And then make a slow turn, keeping your hips facing fairly forward if you can. If you want to widen your stance to give you a little bit more of a solid base, relax the knees a little bit, not bringing knees forwards, but just relaxing the knees so you feel yourself sink into the floor a little bit more. From here, make a slow turn with the lumbar spine. So you're just turning the lower back. You can keep your head looking forwards. And you feel that first place where there's some resistance with the muscles. I'm turning to my left, and as I turn to the left, I feel a small resistance in the muscles in the right coming down from the right-hand side of the lower back into the glutes. So only a small resistance. The rotational amount of the body is much more, but if I rotate all the way, I'm going to miss this important piece of information that's showing up in the body right now, which is that small amount of resistance for myself in the glute in the lower back. You may feel it somewhere else. There may be no resistance, in which case carry on turning. But if you feel some resistance, just pause there, breathe in gently down into that area. Nice, long, smooth out breath. And you wait for that part of the body to adapt and change. And if we're not putting the body into these shock movements, the nerves can relax and release. The muscles and the fascia can relax and release. And the nice long out breath helps those nerves release and relax. Now I can turn the full range of movement and turn the head as well. But not going into an extended range where I create further resistance because I'm putting the body beyond where it really wants to go. Here we're opening the way. This part of the training in the Shaolin Arts is opening the way, which opens the muscles and the joints so that energy can flow more freely. So here, bringing the body back to the front. Breathe out as you release the hands down. Relaxing in body, relaxing breath, relaxing mind. Let's bring the other hand now below the belly button, other hand behind the back. If it's uncomfortable for you in any way, you can have both hands on the belly, but as you bring one hand behind, at the same time it helps to open the shoulder joint. This way, shoulder joint. This way, shoulder joint. So you get this nice cross-lateral opening and moving as well as you're doing this exercise. This is also fine, this works too. So now, again, keeping the head forwards, just turning the lower back until you feel that first place of resistance. This side feels much freer to me than my right side. So as I gently move and turn, I don't feel any resistance there at the moment. So I'm going to turn the head and carry on with the rotation until I come to that natural end point of the movement. And just pause there and then check anywhere else in my body that might be unnecessarily efforting at the moment to hold this position. Using this opportunity to relax in the body wherever I can. If you're still at that first position there, which is no rush, please don't rush at all when you do any of these movements. But just taking the opportunity to check for yourself, is there any resistance in the body? Can you relax around that resistance? Can you relax the breath? Can you relax the body? Can you relax the mind? These aren't great, big, impressive movements. These are opening the way. At the moment, I now feel something releasing around my shoulder. Give the body some time to reorganize itself and release. That's moving across the rhomboids and the scapular area now, softening and releasing. I'm not tensing, but at the same time, I'm engaging the muscles, the fascia, the tendons, and the nerves in a way where they can reorganize. And then I release on the out breath. Breathing out. Very good. Okay, let's come to this upper position now. So we're working around the thoracic cage area. You can hug yourself, or you can have the arms just folded over one another. And again, keep the head forwards and turning from your elbows here, turning from the place of the ribs so that the thoracic area of the back is now doing more of the work. So I'm not turning and twisting from my lower back or my hips, keeping the hips facing fairly forward. Legs are just soft, knees are soft. I'm not bending forward from the knees, but I'm sinking gently into the ground to give me that stability in the stance. The rest of the body's relaxed, and then turning from the arms until you come to that first place of resistance, whether or not that's in the ribs or you feel it in the thoracic part of the spine, the middle of your back. Just come to that first place. Remember, when we get there, we rest. We don't collapse in the body. We don't tighten the body. But this is your opportunity to check through the rest of your body. Is there any areas that can relax a little bit more? And then turn it a little bit more until you may feel resistance again. Pause. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember, this is opening the way. We're not trying to go into big stretches. Opening the way, give the body an opportunity to reorganize and energize at the same time. So that when we come to entering the way in the Qigong part of the training, that energy can flow already more freely through all of the body. Using our form, using our movement as a way for energy flow in a while. Of course, when you're working on this, you're working on the energy in the body as well. But the focus is more on physical relaxation. We're also working on the mind. So you're working on the Jing, the Qi, the Shen. The body, the Jing, the Qi is the energy, the Shen is the mind. Let's go the other way now. So I'm just going to turn slowly. Remember, it's not big movements. It's not, oh, look, I can move all the way around, and then you miss all the important information as you turn. Turning very slowly from that middle of the back and just checking, there's a resistance where the body resists the movement a little bit. Might be the muscles, might be the fascia, might be the nerves, might be the joints, might be many layers of the fabric of the body that help us move more freely or restrict our movement. So here the body can adapt without being threatened or put into uncomfortable positions. We're just meeting resistance at its edge. And then use the breath as your tool. Long out breath, breathing into that area so that area can relax as well. Head can face forwards or head can face in the direction of your arms. If the head is facing forward, you're going to get that spiraling rotation from the neck downwards into that thoracic area. It may intensify the feeling. If you turn the head looking in the direction that you turned, you may feel less sensation. If you turn the head forward, it may increase the sensation because the muscles are now spiraling in two directions. Give an opportunity for the body to release further. And so when you turn the head facing forwards, not suddenly yanking or jerking it into the forward position because you need to look forwards, but turning the head and also getting a sense of that first place of resistance. If I work really slowly and sensitively now, it's just here, it's not fully into the forward position. If I turn into the forward position, it intensifies it further. But if I just turn slightly, I can feel that first place of resistance again. So I'm going to pause there. Breathe. If at any time you need to release or relax your arms because this is too strong, this is too much for you, please do. You don't have to endure any of this training. But if you can stay with it, please stay with it. Okay, turn a little bit further. Good. Pause. And then coming back to the front, bring the arms down the side of the body. You may feel like the arms have had a little bit of a workout, the shoulders had a bit of workout here. When we hold ourselves in any position, like in the Chan Chuan training that we do for building internal force, energy is built in these areas. As we come up and release, there's the opportunity for energy then to flow around the rest of the body. And of course, holding the arms up, the muscles got to work a little bit harder for you as well. But you may find that you've got a greater freedom of movement. So now from here, just allow the knees to bend a little bit, not bending forwards to your toes, but bending a little bit as you park the bottom down. So moving from the base of your body and allowing the body just to curve forward. If the sound goes a bit funny here, it's because the chest microphone. Just allowing the arms to cross again, or the arms hanging down. Tuck the chin towards the chest and just relax and rest in this position now. You're not having to go too far. You're not having to stretch yourself to the floor, but just allowing yourself to rest in this position. So the muscles coming down the glutes and the hamstrings,
Knees into the calves, into the feet can relax. Same with the arms. If the fingers are pointing gently down towards the ground, the shoulders can relax a little bit more. You can make some movements in the shoulders. Then breathe out. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Just rest in this position. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. You may find that your hands come closer to the ground anyway as the muscles in the lower back, the glutes, the hamstrings, down to the calves just relax a little bit more. If you want to now stroke down the back of the legs with the hands and the thumbs then coming down as you come down the legs, turning, massaging down the insides of the shins, coming down. Good, coming up, stroking down. And then coming back upright, breathing in. Breathing out. Allowing the body to be upright, open and long. Circulating the hips now. Hands go onto the lower back around the kidney area. And circling the hips. Breath is spontaneous. Just opening up the hip joints. Circular movement also helps massage and nourish the knees and the ankles. If you bring your awareness, your felt sense awareness to the hips and the lower back, you may notice what it feels like around that area of your body, going one way and then going the other way. Maybe you can feel top of the femur into the hip joint, or if not, that's smooth or gets caught anywhere. And so the movements are circular but soft and flowing. If you bring your awareness now down to your knees as you do the same movement, mind will come down to the knees, sensation to the knees, energy to the knees. It's massaging the knees now. Go the other way. And then bring your mind down to your ankles. Good. Come back to that upright position. Breathe out through mouth. Allow the body to gently move and sway. Turning now the wrists and the thumbs so that the palms are facing outwards. And just come into that first place of resistance. One arm might be freer than the other. If there's tensions in the shoulders as you slowly move, you may find that one arm has a place of resistance more than the other. My left arm's freer than my right arm today. And so that's okay. Wherever we are is where we are. And we're just meeting those edges of resistance and then pausing, breathing, not fixing the body, but just allowing my body to gently move and sway at the moment.
Good. And release. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. From here, close your eyes. Relax the body, relax the breath. Good. Just standing upright and relaxing. Just gently becoming aware of your qi hai, main dantian, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then rub your palms together. Place them over the eyes, dab the eyes, massage around the face and the head. Good. Have a little walk around your room. Excellent. And so that introduces you to some of the opening the way exercise we do in the Shaolin Arts. Thank you for joining me.